As some of you may know, our garage went up in flames a week and a half ago, so we have been displaced anywhere from 2 to 8 months. Get really good insurance. Luckily, we were well insured. I've been frustrated at paying insurance for the last few decades, but it finally makes sense. I can't tell you how important it is to be well insured. It's given us so much more peace of mind during this difficult time. Something that you should look into in your insurance policy is making sure that you have replacement costs. So we've got an older home and the value of the home is quite low. It was only at $600,000. But as you can imagine, if our home burnt down, there's no way we could build it again for $650,000. So in addition to the value of the home, we have our replacement cost in our insurance policy, which means that if costs are more expensive, the insurance will cover it. And we all know that the cost of building has gone up substantially in the last few years. So make sure you have the replacement cost in your insurance policy so that you're well covered. In addition, this fire occurred in August, which is peak months for anything that's furnished. For a family of 5 with 2 dogs, you can imagine it was almost impossible for us to find a property, and what was available was at least $12,000 a month or $700 to $1,200 a night or up. So make sure you're well covered for emergency housing. We're going to be out of our home for 2 to 8 months, maybe even longer, so that emergency housing is so critical to have. And the third tip I have for you today is if you're buying a home, make sure that property is insurable. In Vancouver, deductibles for stratas have gone up exponentially in the last few years. Some buildings have deductibles that are as high as $200,000 or $300,000, and they are really tough to insure. So make sure that in the subject to sale, you have in there stipulation that you are going to make sure the property is insurable before you remove those subjects. Get good insurance. Make sure you have replacement cost in your insurance policy. Have emergency housing in that policy, and if buying a property, have subject to the property being insured as one of the subjects. You all have a great day. Forward on if this is helpful to anyone you know. And as always, if you give it a like, it lets me know the content is useful.